Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making this absolutely delicious creamy Tuscan chicken with lemon and garlic green beans. Okay, so first I'm going to start off by seasoning my chicken breast. I have 3 chicken breasts here and I'm seasoning it with some all-purpose seasoning. Now I do like to use Slappy Mama seasoning, but you guys are definitely welcome to use any type of all-purpose seasoning that you want. And then I'm just going to sprinkle it with a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder, along with black pepper and Italian seasoning and a little bit of cayenne pepper just to give it a nice kick. And then you guys just going to toss that or flip it over and then season it again with the same seasonings on the other side. Next, I have a large fry pan here, and then I'm just going to drizzle in a little bit of organic olive oil, and then I'm just going to add in all of my chicken breast. After my chicken has cooked for a few minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and turn those over, and when you turn them over, it should look nice and golden brown. I'm not sure exactly how long I cooked them on both sides, but they just need to be nice and golden brown and it should be done. And then I'm just going to start dicing my white onion up, and I'm going to be dicing those into some small bite-sized pieces. Then I'm just going to start slicing my cherry tomatoes in half, and then I also am going to add in some baby bella mushrooms, and I'm just cutting those into thin pieces. And the mushrooms are definitely optional. I know everybody doesn't like mushrooms, but I absolutely love mushrooms, so I'm going to add this into my recipe. And then I have 3 large garlic cloves, and I'm just going to finely mince those. Now that the chicken has cooked evenly on both sides, I'm just going to take these out of the pan. Now you can use a thermometer to test the inside of the chicken. It should be about 165 in the inside. That'll let you know how done it is. And also you can kind of estimate how it is on the inside by just kind of making sure that it's nice and firm and it's not squishy. And then I'm just adding in about a tablespoon of butter in that, and I'm just going to melt that all down. And then once all the butter is nice and melted, I'm just going to add in my white onions and my mushrooms, and then I'm just going to give that a nice stir, and I'm just going to let that start to brown up. Once I have the mushroom and onions going for about a minute or two, then I'm going to add in some all-purpose seasoning along with some garlic powder and some onion powder and a little bit of the Italian seasoning. I'm just going to be seasoning this in layers, so it's going to be all the same seasoning all throughout. And then I added in my minced garlic, and then I'm just going to stir that around and then let the garlic become fragrant. And then you can go ahead and add in your spinach and then add in your tomatoes. Now you can add this in after the sauce has thickened up, or you can do it now. It's just up to you. The longer you cook the spinach, the color will start to fade. And then I added in some heavy whipping cream. I added in about a cup of that. And guys, just remember, for the recipe, it will be in the description box. And then I have some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I highly recommend using freshly grated Parmesan cheese that you actually grate yourself. The stuff that comes in the tub is not the best quality and it doesn't give off the best flavor, so I recommend getting that fresh. And then I added in my cayenne pepper and Italian seasoning. Just got to make sure that the sauce is nice and seasoned, and then I'm just going to give that a stir and then let that thicken up a little bit before I move on to my next step. Okay, so I have about a half of a lemon. I'm just going to add the juice in there and give that a really nice stir. And then I'm going to add in my chicken breast. And once you have all the chicken in the pan, you're just going to take a little bit of the sauce and then you're just going to pour it all over the chicken. And once you have the chicken coated in the sauce, then you're just going to cover it up with a lid and let that cook for a few minutes. And then after that, I have a boiling pot of water. I'm using frozen green beans. You guys can use fresh green beans if you want to, but you will have to do the blanching step to make sure that the green beans will stay green, which is boiling it for a few minutes and then taking it out and adding it in to cold water. Okay, so once those green beans have cooked for a few minutes, I'm going to take those off the heat, and then I'm going to add in my olive oil and my butter, and then I'm going to add in my minced garlic, and then I'm just going to let that cook for about a minute. Now those green beans, after you cook them, you're just going to take them out of the water and strain them, and then you're going to add it in the pan with the butter and the garlic, and then you're just going to give that a really good stir. And then I did add in a little bit of onion powder. You can add in garlic powder if you want to, or just add in more garlic for your preference. Salt and pepper. Make sure you season that to your liking, and then continue to let that saute for just a few minutes. You just want to cook it just enough, and then add in your lemon last. And then you're going to cook it for about maybe 2 more minutes, and then it should be done. You don't want to overcook it, otherwise you will lose the color. Okay, so once my chicken is done, I'm just going to top that off with some parsley, and then I'm going to plate it and add on my sauce, and then put on my green beans. And you guys, this dish turned out absolutely delicious. Okay, and I absolutely love the chicken, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste. And yes, guys, I definitely recommend you try this recipe. It's a nice recipe to make, easy, and it's good for a day that you don't have a whole lot of time to cook. Okay, so make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave me a positive comment, and let me know if you guys tried the recipe. And thank you guys so much for watching.